I, Marcus Molinaro,
I, Marcus Molinaro,
do solemnly swear
that
I will uphold
the
the Constitution and laws of the United States,
Constitution and laws of the United States,
the Constitution and the laws of the State of New York,
the Constitution and laws of the State of New York,
the Dutchess County Charter,
the Dutchess County Charter,
and that I will faithfully discharge
the
duties of the office of County Executive
the duties of the office of County Executive
for the County of Dutchess
for the County of Dutchess
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability.
so help me God.
So help me God. I am so tremendously grateful and exceptionally honored to stand before you today as I begin another term as your county executive. I mean this genuinely and very sincerely. It really is very difficult for me to express how overwhelmingly thankful I am. But I promise to all of you that I will spend every day of the next 4 years working to express that gratitude in every way that I can. But for today, I would ask that you allow me just to start by simply saying thank you. You have provided me a great honor, not only because I care deeply about this community and serving it, but because I have come to know many of you and many of the nearly 300,000 people who call this county home. I know our character and our people. I have learned from so many of you. And at the end of the day, because I serve here, I get to come home to the three most important people in my life. 2 kids, Abigail and Jack, who give my life meaning, who remind me every day that I am not important. And that there is unyielding optimism in everyone, especially our kids. And I'm grateful that you have given me the privilege of being able to come home to someone I love dearly, who challenges me, criticizes me, strengthens me, and really encourages, inspires me to be a better man, a better husband, and a better father. And for that, Corinne, I'm grateful. I want to thank all those, including Ali, who spoke. I was getting a little nervous. He went off script. No, his script. I didn't write his script. But I thank all of you. I welcome Hannah and Will. I look forward to working with you, Hannah, but I have to say that I am so proud of Will and his accomplishment. I have seen this young fella, a young man, I feel old now, and short. I've seen him mature, and I look forward to your shared responsibilities here in the town of Hyde Park. To Supervisor Rohr, thank you for those kind words. I couldn't ask for a better dance partner. You are more my speed than Rollison. To Ali, thank you. I enjoy our friendship, our partnership, our service, and I have learned a lot from someone who is so very different, however, so very much similar to me. Congressman, I can't ask for a better representative. And I am so thankful for your friendship, your support, your encouragement. There are few people in public service, and even though I'm only 40, I have served with a lot. There are a few people who I admire more than Congressman Chris Gibson. And I'm grateful that you were able to spare time with us and for those kind words. Thank you. To Rollison, I'll get back to you later. Would you join me, however, in and I will. Would you join me, however, in expressing our appreciation and thanks to Neil Pollack and the Anderson Center for Autism, their staff, their volunteers, all those who have welcomed us here today with great generosity and hospitality, and we thank you for your service to this community. The Anderson Center lifts up and supports a segment of our population that too often is overlooked. underappreciated, and struggles to have a voice in our shared community. As has been noted, last year I introduced Think Differently as a philosophy to guide us, a call to action for all of us to embrace each other, regardless of ability. Think Differently isn't a political slogan. It's not a marketing motto, and it isn't a hollow statement without definition. It is a sincere challenge. A challenge to all of us to think about how we treat one another and whether we have it within ourselves to look past our differences and embrace the unique abilities and unyielding potential that dwells within everyone. We can learn a lot from the Anderson Center, those amazing individuals who benefit from its work, and the countless organizations and service providers that seek to give voice and provide support for those with special abilities. When I took office, my administration sought to apply core decision-making principles when confronting challenges, to depoliticize the way in which we make decisions. Focus, logic, inclusion, and fairness were our core. To these principles, however, I would add compassion. Compassion and empathy allow us to reach back to lift others up, to understand the perspective, background, and experiences of others, to realize that every day is an opportunity for us to make a difference, touch a heart, encourage a mind, and inspire a soul. And over these last 4 years, with those principles in mind, with empathy toward all and compassion toward others, we've come a long way. And I'm excited to see what we can accomplish working together over these next 4 years. During my first term, we transformed together county government. And with consolidations and mergers, we made it smaller and more efficient, saving taxpayer dollars without diminishing services. Among our priorities must be to strengthen the county's response to those individuals who struggle with substance abuse, addiction, and mental illness. Our goal in Dutchess County is to be the healthiest county in New York State, and I'm confident together we can get there. Our efforts include reshaping mental health services and overall public health, advancing the work of our mobile mental health intervention team, making our mental health helpline and suicide prevention app better known and more greatly utilized. In 2016, we will continue our crisis intervention training and mental health first aid, and I call on all law enforcement agencies throughout Dutchess County to accept the challenge to have all police officers on the roads in our communities trained within the next 24 months, something no other county in America can claim. We will open our mental health stabilization center for individuals to be treated, stabilized, and placed in an appropriate setting, rather than committing a crime, ending up as a statistic in a jail, or sadly taking their own life. We have a bipartisan effort to thank for our ability to strengthen Dutchess County's mental health services. We're grateful to Senator Sue Serino and Assemblywoman Dee Dee Barrett for their continued support. Thank you, Sue. We will seek to strengthen our criminal justice system, applying the concepts of restorative justice as a model for other counties across New York. In the process, we will help individuals break the cycle of criminal behavior while providing for the public safety and dedicating dollars saved into a complete system of prevention, intervention, diversion, and transition, unlike any county in the nation. In Dutchess County, we pledge to stand with victims of abuse and seek to bring abusers to justice while working to prevent incidents of violence in all of its forms. We will continue our support of Dutchess County's law enforcement, especially the men and women of Dutchess County's Sheriff's Office. Would you join me in extending our appreciation to all men and women in service to this community and to our Sheriff, Butch Anderson. Our sexual assault response team, domestic abuse response team, in partnerships with Family Services, Grace Smith House, House of Hope, and other service providers throughout Dutchess County will continue and grow stronger. We will strengthen our response to child neglect, abuse, and human trafficking. And we will continue aggressive outreach to seniors and veterans throughout our county. Men and women who every day sacrificed on our behalf for our safety. And I'd ask you to join with me in acknowledging the men and women in service across the globe and those who have returned home, veterans among and throughout our community. Thank you. When I took that oath of office, and I've taken that oath of office a lot of times, but it never loses its purpose or its meaning. When I took that oath of office 4 years ago, New York and this county were enduring a prolonged economic recession, where jobs and hope were scarce. Together, we weathered the Great Recession, and our fiscal situation is better than it was 4 years ago. But we need to do more. We need to do more to improve the fiscal situation of working families throughout Dutchess County who aren't feeling as optimistic about their future as they once did. While our unemployment rate is trending in the right direction, there are still too many who are underemployed or lack economic security. And that's why we will work tirelessly together in this not-so-job-friendly state of ours to retain and attract jobs and create opportunities for individuals and families to prosper and grow. Over the next 4 years, our Think Dutchess Alliance for Business will focus on and implement an aggressive pro-jobs agenda. Together, we have accomplished so very much, and I owe a debt of gratitude to my partners in service, men and women who contribute and make a difference every day. To those I share office with, Sheriff Butch Anderson, District Attorney Bill Brady, County Clerk Brad Kendall, and County Comptroller Jim Coughlin, I am tremendously grateful and would ask all of you to join me in acknowledging these men who serve this county so very well. To the members of the Dutchess County Legislature, 25, some returning and some new, each seeking to represent their constituents well, I extend my appreciation, thanks, and partnership. We have much to accomplish and much work to be done. I look forward to serving with your new chairman, whomever that may be, Dale. It's not been a selection yet, so I have to be careful. But I'm leaning. I think I've heard. But whoever is the incoming chair, I extend a hand in partnership and look forward to our service together. To those who serve in leadership in both caucuses, both outgoing, legislator Jeter Jackson, who will conclude her service as leader of the minority caucus, however, will remain in service to this county, and to Allison McCavery, to both of you, I extend my appreciation and thanks. Angela Flesland and Donna Bollner, I look forward to our continued service together, as do I look forward to welcoming Jim Michio to his leadership position. And to Rob Rollison, I think it probably is true that he and I have been dance partners for the last 4 years. And despite my desire to dance with Aileen, I couldn't have asked for a better partner in service. No one will know the extent of Rob's sacrifice for this county, both personal, professional, and political. But now you have before you a challenge unlike any other, one certainly much greater than the work I do. And for that and with that, I extend to you my thanks, my appreciation, and my unyielding support in your efforts to bring the Queen City back to life. And let me extend my thanks to the people who have tolerated my existence for 40 years. To my parents, Donna and Skip, and to my family who are here with us today. I don't know how I got here, but I suspect it started with each of you. And for that, I am grateful. And so let me conclude by taking aim at a growing misconception that seems to be infecting our national and state politics. There's been a lot of talk lately that the best of America, that the best of New York is behind us, that my children, your children, and grandchildren won't have the same opportunities, that technology will replace jobs, that wages won't grow, that the gap between the rich and poor will only widen. Incidents at Newtown and San Bernardino rightfully have us worrying about both our security at home and our individual constitutional rights. We look to Albany and see corruption, and in Washington, gridlock. Citizens from all walks of life, every background, race, and generation, losing faith in their government and those who either hold office or are seeking our trust and vote. Everywhere they see broken promises. As a result, too many people are disappointed, skeptical, and scared. Now, I won't pretend that we alone in Dutchess County can straighten the problems we face, nor change the entire landscape. But we can set an example that will make a difference. In Dutchess County, we still believe that holding elected office is a sacred obligation, an obligation that thrives on honesty, diligence, and optimism. That's a belief that I know the elected officials who represent this county, who serve both here and in Washington and Albany, share with us. In Dutchess County, we seek to keep our promises, not just as elected officials, but as family, neighbors, and friends. We know, as it is the very nature of every New Yorker, every American, that our best days must still be before us, that we must leave for our children a better community than the one we inherited. And it is this optimism, and not the manifestation of our fears, that binds us together. We know that when we come together, when we put aside our differences and think differently, we can make a difference and solve hard problems. We know it because in Dutchess County, that's what we do. We have faced crises before and always emerged stronger. In his first inaugural address to a nation in the grips of the Great Depression, Dutchess County's own FDR famously said, "There is nothing to fear but fear itself." Ladies and gentlemen, the best vaccine against fear is optimism. The best antidote to fear is unity. I have boundless optimism when it comes to the future for our community, and know that together we can ensure our children and grandchildren have the opportunity to live and pursue their dreams right here in this place we call home, in this beautiful valley, along this majestic river. We can better define who we are and how we hope to live. We can revitalize our communities, grow our economy, protect our environment. We can provide a government that is more open, more engaging, and more transparent, one that is as great as the people it serves. And we can, with compassion, embrace our differences, speak for those too often overlooked, give voice to those who struggle, improve the condition for all those who seek a better future, and give hope that the best is yet to come. I am grateful, honored, and humbled to serve as your county executive, and ask God to bless Dutchess County and the United States of America. Thank you.